Living in the province in the Philippines is such a fun thing. There's so many things that you can do that you wouldn't normally be able to do, especially in America or if you're in the city. And everybody always thinks that the city is the best place to live. You want to go to the city to have fun. You want to go to the city to enjoy the nightlife or to do whatever it is that you want to do. And you're right. You think that there's a lot that you can do in the city that you can't do in the province. And there's a lot you can do in America that you can't do in the province in the Philippines. However, there's still a lot of things you can still do in the Philippines. And the way people treat you here in the province is much different than what you would expect anywhere else. And today I'd like to go over some of the things that shocked me when I moved to the province here in the Philippines as a foreigner from the USA. So we'll go over the top 5 things. Of course, as always, guys, before I get into the video, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button down below, because you liking and subscribing is the best way to support the videos that I do. And it is the best way to ensure that I'm able to continue to make videos like this for you guys. Let's shoot for 2,000 followers. You all know me, I'm Jesse. I like to talk all things being Catholic. I like to talk all things travel. I like to talk all things living in the Philippines. And sometimes I sprinkle in other things like relationship stuff and political stuff, just for the fun of it, because, it's fun to do that. So let's get into the video. Number 5. One of the very first things that shocked me about the province here in the Philippines is just how friendly people are. Honestly, of all the things you can say about living in the city in the Philippines, or living in the city anywhere else really, or even in the country anywhere else, the province here in the Philippines, the people are different in that they're very kind and very friendly. They're very open. They like to talk. Sometimes they may not always understand you. Sometimes you may not always understand them, but they still like to talk to you, and they like to strike up conversations. They're like, hey, where are you from? Do you live here? Oh, you got a fiance here? Very nice, very good. Coffee, cape, they call it here, cape. And, they're just good people here. Very neighborly people here. And there have been times where I've had plenty of food, and, I know a lot of people in the Philippines, they don't have a lot of money, so they don't always have money for food. So I would assume that they would keep as much food as they can, so when they don't have food, they can eat it later. But many times, especially our neighbors and my fiance's family, will have extra food, and they'll be like, hey, look, we have this extra food. Do you want it? And of course, my fiance will take it. And if they ask me, I will take it, because I don't want to be rude. But at the same time, it bothers me to take it, because I know that ultimately, when it comes down to it, they're going to need that food more than me. I'll be all right. I'm a bigger guy anyhow. Even if I didn't have food, I could go a good month without eating and still live. It would suck, but if God forbid something happened and I had to, I'd be okay. So it's really nice that people here are like that. I love that about the province. It shocked me. I did not expect that. To be honest, I expected a little more racism or people not knowing what to say, because I didn't think so many people spoke English, and I was wrong, and I'm glad I was wrong. So that's something that really shocked me when I moved here. Number 4, I was also shocked by how relaxed it is in the province. Time is not a big deal here. A lot of people are so spontaneous, and they don't have schedules. And when they do have a schedule, they still show up late. It's called Filipino time here. That shocked me, and it still shocks me. It bothers me still, because I'm the kind of guy, I like structure. I like to be spontaneous, but I also like structure. I like to know what's going on throughout the day. I like to be on time every time. I like to be early every time. I don't like to be late. I hate being late. So this concept of time here in the province is different. It's strange. I still can't wrap my head around it, because it doesn't make sense to me. For me, it's bad, but it doesn't really affect me that much. I guess if I go somewhere early, it might affect them, and they're usually happy that I come early. That means they get paid earlier or whatever. But other than that, it doesn't really affect me too much. The only time it does is when my fiance is being her typical Filipina self here in the province, and she's got something to do and she waits till the last minute to do it, and that drives me nuts. Or like today, she had duty to take care of her Lola, and she was debating all the way up until an hour ago on whether or not she was going to go, even though it's been set in the schedule that she's supposed to go on Mondays. She was debating on whether or not she was just going to bring them food or stay there. And that kind of stuff, it bothers me somewhat because I really like structure. I really like things to be a certain way. That's probably just because I was in the military too, though. The military was very structured and things were done on time all the time. And it was the same thing every day. So maybe that's why. I'm not sure. So that's something that really shocked me as well. Number 3, I was very shocked with all the stray animals everywhere. I'm not used to that in the USA, especially in Kentucky where I'm from. I can't think of any stray animals actually. Where I lived at for the longest time, I don't remember there being any stray dogs that would come up toward my way or stray cats. Most animals belong to other people. In USA, typically we would keep our dogs inside, or we would have them outside for a short period of time and then bring them back in. And that's what I got used to. Here, there are stray animals everywhere. We have stray cats that I've just basically started taking care of because nobody else does. Well, my neighbor does too, but we take care of them. They basically belong to all of us now because they just showed up and we took care of them. There's a bunch of stray dogs where I walk, and at first they would bark. Some of them would bark at me, but now they're typically pretty friendly. A lot of them want me to pet on them. So I don't know. It's strange to me to see all the stray animals. I don't understand why there are so many. Maybe it's just a cultural thing, and in the USA we have dog pounds and dog catchers who will catch dogs and put them in pounds, those kind of things. So maybe that's what it is. I don't know. Number 2, how cheap rent is. Now, I've been over many times that a lot of people come to the Philippines because of the cost of living. The Philippines, Thailand, Vietnam, Romania, a lot of the Eastern European countries as well, a lot of the Southeast Asian countries, very cheap to live. And you can live in them pretty comfortably on a pension, or if you run a business, or if you're on retirement, that kind of stuff. What I did not realize is how cheap some of it is. The apartment that I live in now is less than $80 a month. It's like 4,000 peso. Now for Filipinos, that's expensive. A lot of Filipinos don't have that kind of money. For someone like me, it is very, very cheap. And I did not expect the rent to be this low. In fact, sometimes the electric bill is more expensive than the rent. Sometimes the electric bill can go past $100. And compare that to less than 80, that's crazy. But even with a $100 electric bill, that is still cheap compared to what I would pay in the USA. The water bill here is It's $10. That's it. I pay $10 for the water bill. That is a very cheap water bill. I was very shocked when I saw that. And I'm very happy that I found this place. For the price that it is, it's amazing. And it's comfortable. Everything I need is right here. I don't need anything else. And I don't look for big, extravagant places to live. One day I'd like to own a castle, but that's it. So here, though, $80, got a place to live, pay another $100 in electric and another $10, $190 for all 3 bills right there. If you add in the internet, and $200, and that's it. I pay for what I would consider necessities. And then number 1, I was shocked at how much attention younger people give me here in the province. I knew that I would get attention. I just didn't know I would get the kind of attention that sometimes comes with the younger people. And that's something I've said in other videos, you got to be really careful with. Some of them are obviously wanting money, and the way they will just yell things out at you, try to get your attention. You know what they're trying to get at, but you also know that they're definitely not adults. You got to be careful with that. And I don't know if it's just a cultural thing here, but I know in the USA that is not acceptable. And that typically does not happen in the USA. Where I was from, anyhow, in Kentucky, that never happened. Seeing it happen here, I feel like maybe it's just a cultural thing. The laws might be different here on that kind of stuff. Be that as it may, it still shocked me. That's something I don't like, and I wish it wouldn't happen because it's not okay. And my worry is that there will be people who come here who are not good people, who will take advantage of that. And you know, it may seem consensual, and even legally here it might be consensual, depending on the age. It still doesn't make it right. Our kids are our future, man. You shouldn't do anything to mess with them. And that's something that really shocked me. It still shocks me. It bothers me more than it shocks me now, though. And so I wanted to go ahead and say that as my number one, because I know that there are people who probably wonder about that. And it does happen. People will say stuff. Younger people will say things, try to get your attention. And the best thing to do is to walk away. Don't get drug into that. They don't understand. They're kids. They got too much going on in their head with everything changing in their bodies. But there you go, guys. That's my top 5 things that shocked me when I came here to the province. Let me know what y'all think in the comments section below. Am I right? Am I wrong? Let me know about the laws in the Philippines. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe the law is 18, which is it's a good thing. If it is, then we need to work on getting the culture to shift the way it thinks so we can protect our kids. Because that's the most important thing, is protecting your kids. As always, guys, know that y'all are valuable and that you matter. God bless. Peace.